I think it's just believing in yourself every game, about what you can do on the pitch, knowing you can go out there, make an impact, do something that can impact the game, maybe score a goal, get an assist. Obviously you got to do your defensive work as well. But yeah, just believing in yourself.
Well, making mistakes is part of the game, and you've got to be able to put it past you, get it to the back of your mind. Because once you've made a mistake, it's gone. You can't do anything about it. You've got to just be mentally strong and move past it.
The best way I've always dealt with mistakes is you've got to try and forget it as soon as possible, especially during a game, because the next thing you could be making an important save to win the game. So you have to try and put it to the back of your mind and then analyse it after the game. Yes, you've got to be disappointed, but I think you've only got to be disappointed by the time the ball gets back to the centre circle and you're switched on straight away to obviously making an important save or doing your next thing to the best of your ability.
If you miss a chance, don't worry about it, because you're in the right place. So just keep doing the same things and it'll come.
Yeah, everything's not going to go right in a game of football. Some things don't go right at all, but you just got to keep plugging away. Eventually something will go right.
Mistakes happen throughout training, never mind just a game, but when you're in training to try and make sure the mistakes happen less on the field. So it's just one of them. You just carry on, just get on with it and just deal with however long's left in the game.
I think it's good to be a good communicator. Obviously, to have the respect of the boys in the changing room, which I think I do have, and kind of being able to set the standards on the pitch, off the pitch, with your professional habits, doing the right things, listening to the coaches, doing the little things off the pitch, kind of around the training ground, that helps the boys kind of see that you're kind of setting that example for everyone else. And then hopefully that reflects into them, and that setting the good standards that I like to think I do. Obviously that gets passed down from the coaching staff and the manager, but I think that I've always liked to present myself well, and set good examples on and off the pitch, really.
Well, because in the footballer's career you have many setbacks, where that's on and off the field. If it's injury-wise, you just got to be motivated and determined that you're going to come back stronger than what you were previously, and show yourself that you're not going to deal with that setback again. But then away from the field, if you have issues going on, whether it may be family, friends, then that's when you make a decision where you try and pull them through with you, or leave them behind.
When I was growing up throughout school, I was always quite not just in school academically, but like playing football for the school and things like that. I always tried to listen to what the teachers were saying. My teacher at the time, he was part of football outside of school as well, so he kind of had the levels that of minor discipline, where there was one thing where he didn't like your strings hanging out of your shorts, which I always made a big thing of making sure that it was tucked in, just for that discipline, and that kind of stuck really. And it's the fine details that you have to get right to make sure that you put yourself in a good position, and you put your teammates in a good position as well. So it's about doing things right as often as you can, in a professional way for me, and obviously reflecting that to the younger boys. You don't always have to be captain. It's just try and do the right things all the time, and you'll pass that on to teammates and friends.
Yeah, 100%. You could be doing absolutely nothing in a game, and you needed for that one save in the 94th minute to win a game. So you have to be switched on mentally, and it's not taxing physically, but I always say expect the unexpected, and it could happen in the first minute or it could happen in the last minute. So you've got to be switched on at all times.
Yeah, it was difficult. It was a lot of patience, a lot of hard work. A lot of long days, especially in the youth team. And I think as a youth team, I think you have to be quite well behaved. Just try and show you've got a bit of maturity in you, and not like a loose cannon, like young person. But it is difficult. But I think if you work hard and take your chances, you'll get there. It's difficult, especially being young, like between 16, 17, 18, going home and not doing things that all your mates are doing and missing out on like things like birthday parties or whatever it is. You just got to try and stay focused and just hold the belief that it will pay off and be worth it eventually. Discipline is probably the main thing. Just not like having control over what you do and what you don't do. And just, I think when you're in the academy system as well, showing the older people around you, like the first team and the staff, that you have that in you, and it's something that you can show and progress with as you get older.
As a young player, I think if your mother and father's forcing you to come to training, or come on, you need training tonight, or you've got a game tomorrow, and I think to be honest with you, I think it's not for you. You gotta love the game. You gotta want to learn. You gotta watch games. You gotta, any live game on TV, you need to be watching. You need to be learning. You need to be learning from the best. You need to be coming to the first team games. You need to be seeing the first team play, because ultimately in a few years' time you're the ones who want to be taking their shirt. So you need to understand the whole club philosophy and how it works. So as a young lad, I think if I was a young lad in the academy these days, I'd be doing as much as I can in terms of learning, in terms of video work, especially learning off the first team and asking them questions. So that for me is showing that you have the desire to be a football player.